Good morning. Day 85 on the PCT. I just left my camp a few minutes ago, just getting started. It's a beautiful morning. It's supposed to be hot today, but right now it feels pretty good. The birds are chirping. So yeah, it's a nice morning. Walking through this pine forest. Up for today, I've got about 17 miles. I got a little bit of a climb here, but then most of it's going to be like 17 miles of just like a descent into a small town of Beldon. People keep on referencing it as the rave town. Apparently they put on like a lot of different music festivals. There was one this weekend that just ended, I guess, today. But I'm just looking to get there as early as I can. The descent down into the town is supposed to be brutal, just like really exposed. And then the climb back up is also supposed to be really brutal. Again, exposed and just with the heat today. So I'm just trying to get to that town as quick as I can. And then wait for the evening, and then I'll start the climb back up. So onward we go. Walking through the beautiful pine forest this morning. It's been really nice. Really enjoyed it, but now it looks like I'm entering the death zone, the burn zone caused by the Dixie fire. So might have this for a good bit of the rest of the day. I'm not really sure. It seems that these burn zones kind of pop in and out. I guess depending on how the fire burned. But yeah, and Jeff, who dropped me off at the trail yesterday, he said that one of the reasons why the Dixie fire was so bad is I'm in a wilderness area now, and in wilderness areas, you're not really, I don't think they can use like machinery or stuff to like do trail maintenance or stuff like that. So they just decide to let that fire burn and burn and burn. And I guess that's why it turned out so bad. He also mentioned that in parts of California, they're giving the lands back to the native tribes. Apparently, the natives, they used to do controlled burns. So one of the reasons they're giving some of the lands back is I guess letting the natives do the controlled burns that they once did, because the Forest Service, it seems like they stopped doing a lot of the controlled burns in California. But anyway, onward we go to the death zone. This is what makes these burn zones difficult. Just had like 3 blowdowns back there, and then this jumbled mess to climb over, and then it just keeps going and going. I'm sure there's a lot of blowdowns left to go. It's nice to see some life in this valley of death I'm walking through. I just ran into a deer a little bit back, so that was really cool to see. A doe, and then there's like a bunch of birds flying over this pond area behind me, having a good old time. So yeah, that's been nice to see today. I just stopped to take a quick lunch break while I got the shade. I am so grateful for this one lonely pine tree right here. It's 92 degrees and I'm headed like down below somewhere. And it's just all exposed. It's so hot. Something else I'm grateful for is Stephanie Pyatt. Stephanie, thank you for the $50 you sent me. Once I get down to the town of Beldon here, I'm gonna look for some food in that little town. So thank you so much for helping supporting my through hike. So really appreciate that. Now there's a spring over here. I'm gonna go let the water run over my head to cool myself down a bit before I continue. I got like 5 miles to get down to the little town of Beldon. Ooh, I got about a mile left to town of Beldon, down there somewhere. I just got the forecast for the town. Right now it's 102, and by 2 o'clock, I think it's like 11:30, maybe noon. By 2 o'clock to like the 5 o'clock hour, it's 106 degrees. It's freaking insane, and there's a huge climb out of here. So I need to find a good place just to get out of the sun once I get there. This is a little too hot to be hiking in, especially the descent down's worse enough, but the climbing up in that heat, I don't think it would be safe. So just going to try and find a place to hold up for at least until the evening time, maybe even spend the night, I'm not sure. So see what happens. Well, it's 7 o'clock. Just leaving the town of Beldon. I've been here for about 6 hours. It's still, I think it's like 106 out. But hopefully the sun will start to go down soon. I'll probably hike till about 11 tonight. Interesting place. It's basically a, I don't know, rave party place, I guess. So yeah, pretty interesting place. Feel like I was taken back to like the 1960s or so. Just kind of has that vibe, I guess. But yeah, onward we go. This is like a 14-mile climb to the top. I'm only aiming to do like the first 7 miles this evening, but the first 7 miles is still like a 2,600 feet of elevation gain. So it's gonna be a brutal one.
Last one, but yeah, like I pulled over to a bush to take a piss, and like didn't out like that. I was like,
I don't think this is the night to be night hiking. I'm 4 miles in since I left town of Beldon there. I run into 2 rattlesnakes. One was just on trail. I almost tramped on it. It's getting dark. Yeah, it's like 9 o'clock. And I've got like another 3 to 4 miles that I'm looking to go tonight. So that's like another 2-ish hours of night hiking. So yeah, not the easiest climb with, I mean, the sun's pretty much down and it's still really hot. I'm having to take these like micro breaks, like every 1/4 mile to a 1/2 mile, where I stop, catch my breath, drink something, remove my pack off my back to just give my body a breather. But yeah, it's a little rough this evening, and I wish the rattlesnakes would go to bed for the night. Well, I made it to camp. It was 22 miles, and I guess it's good I stopped when I did. I'm not sure what just happened, but as I was setting up my tent, there was an animal down this way. I wasn't able to clearly identify it, but I'm pretty sure I was being stalked by a mountain lion. It was behind that tree, and it would not move. Even after, you know, it knew I was here. And I started yelling at it. It was not budging. It just stared me down. Didn't move. It's hard to see through the bushes. It was either a deer, which doubtful it was that, or a mountain lion. So it freaked me out. So I chucked a few rocks at it and it ran away. Hopefully it stays away. So yeah, I guess I'll see what happens tonight, but wasn't feeling too comfortable with that one. So thanks for watching. I hope you all have a good night. Good morning. It's day 86 on the PCT. As you can see, I made it through the night. I didn't get mauled by a mountain lion. My friend did come back to visit me a few more times, and I found out it was not a mountain lion. It was a deer. It wasn't until the third time it came back around I was actually able to get like a really good look at it, because it was so close to my tent, like 10 feet away. But that first time, I just couldn't see the head through the bush that was in front of my tent. All I could see was like a tan body. I could see the eyes, roughly the kind of size of it. It was just hard to see that first time, but it just seemed like a weird behavior for a deer, I guess. But anyway, I'm alive. Things went well. I got to do at least 20 miles today. I don't know how it's going to go. It's supposed to be another scorcher. I still got 9 miles left of this climb to get up top. So hopefully up top it won't be too bad today. But onward we go. Today was a clean sock day. I carried 2 pairs of hiking socks. I've been wearing the one pair for about a week now. So I put on my fresh pair this morning because the other pair were so crusty and dirty. So it was nice to come across that stream this morning. I was able to wash out my other pair of hiking socks and some like green sweat rag that I use. So that'll dry out nicely. Today I've been using the streams to like cool off, plus do a little bit of trail laundry. I think because by the time I get to Chester, it'll be like 14 days without a shower or something crazy like that. So yeah, the streams have been nice. Just ran into Bambi and Knuckleball. Always nice to run into them on trail.
Yeah, it sounds like I was being stalked by a mountain lion last night because they saw. They had hiked a little bit past me where they camped, and they ran into a mountain lion who, yeah, wasn't very scared of anything. So I'm pretty sure that thing was stalking me as I was headed to where I set up, and then was just watching me set up my tent until I saw it and managed to scare it away. They also saw the deer that was in the area. So yeah, that's a scary situation. So I'm pretty lucky I didn't get like attacked last night, I think. But yeah. Anyway, the climb for this morning is over. Now it's kind of flattened out for a little bit, but onward we go. I feel like I've just been walking through one giant ashtray. That's just kind of how I feel walking through here. And this is such an unstable environment. Walking through this section, there's a large tree that just fell over there. Just boom. A light breeze. And man, it just fell. Like, it's just, that's why you're not supposed to camp in these areas. You never know what's going to happen, I guess. But yeah, I'm not sure how much longer this burn zone lasts, but it'll be great to get out of it. Today I entered, I think it's called Lassen National Forest, and one thing I noticed is volcanic rock formations. There's a lot of them. I think this lasts for a while, and I think about a day or two I'll be going through Lassen National Park. Different landscape for sure. So pretty cool. Just passed by Humboldt Road, and there was a big tent set up. I thought there was people camping there, but I showed up and it was trail magic. Two couples that have been doing trail magic there for 10 years. So that was really nice. Big morale booster since the past couple days with all the heat. So that was really nice of them. They're making like BLTs with avocado, and they had beer and soda and chips and fresh fruit and a bunch of good stuff. So that was really cool to run across today, and very appreciative of that. And now it's almost 6 o'clock. I've got a few hours left to hike, so onward we go. I made it to camp. It was 26 miles today. I'm set up here. Oh, moon's out a little bit. Sun setting over there, and I don't think I was stalked by a mountain lion tonight. So that's good. At least I haven't seen one yet. So yeah, I got like 13 miles to get into Chester tomorrow. So tomorrow I plan on taking a Nero when I get there, doing an overnight at St. Bernard bed and breakfast. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you all have a good night.